Oxford Bookworms, Stage 4. The 39 Steps by John Buchan. Retold by Nick Bullard. Read by Mark Straker. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 1997. Chapter 1. The Man Who Died. I returned to my flat at about 3 o'clock on that May afternoon, very unhappy with life. I had been back in Britain for 3 months, and I was already bored. The weather was bad, the people were dull, and the amusements of London seemed as exciting as a glass of cold water. Richard Hannay, I told myself, you have made a mistake, and you had better do something about it. It made me angry when I thought of the years I had spent in Africa. I had spent those years working very hard and making money. Not a lot of money, but enough for me. I had left Scotland when I was 6 years old, and I had never been home since. For years I had dreamt of coming home to Britain and spending the rest of my life there. But I was disappointed with the place after the first week. And so here I was, 37 years old, healthy, with enough money to have a good time, and bored to death. That evening I went out to dinner, and sat reading the newspapers afterwards. They were full of the troubles in South-East Europe, and there was a long report about Karolides, the Greek Prime Minister. He seemed to be an honest man, but some people in Europe hated him. However, many people in Britain liked him, and one newspaper said that he was the only man who could prevent a war starting. I remember wondering if I could get a job in South-East Europe. It might be a lot less boring than life in London. As I walked home that night, I decided to give Britain one more day. If nothing interesting happened, I would take the next boat back to Africa. My flat was in a big new building in Langham Place. There was a doorman at the entrance to the building, but each flat was separate, with its own front door. I was just putting the key into my door when a man appeared next to me. He was thin, with a short brown beard and small, very bright eyes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?